This video is set up for familiarization on the use of the south crane for launching a boat. 10,000 pounds is the maximum weight capacity, and if you exceed the maximum weight limit, the crane will stop and an alarm will sound. Remember, no booze or drugs while operating the crane. Do not operate the crane in wind speeds over 30 kilometers an hour or 20 miles an hour. 3 people are required at the very minimum, and 4 or more are preferable. No one should walk under the boat at any time, and work can only be done while the boat is in the sling and if the jack stands or a trailer support the boat. Back the boat and trailer onto the crane pad so that the center of gravity of the boat is over the X on the pad. The boat requires 2 control lines, each 25 feet long, one at the bow and one at the stern. There are shorter and longer pairs of crane straps. Choose the straps that are long enough to go around the boat and connect to the crane beam.
Rather than the longer ones. They have to be put on the lifting beam, the yellow lifting beam of the south crane.
Using the electric crane controller, raise the yellow beam of the crane and using the 2 crane control lines, swing the beam over the top of the boat crosswise to the length of the boat. Tie off the 2 crane control lines to the 2 bullards, one at either end of the well.
No, it has to go here.
Have someone climb onto the boat using a ladder. Move the 2 crane control lines and the 2 boat control lines to the port side of the boat so that all 4 lines will be between the boat and the crane well. One person at the bow of the boat will have the crane control line and the bow line of the boat, and the second person at the stern of the boat will have the second crane control line and the stern line up to the boat.
Okay, we're just at the point where there's starting to be some weight on the strap, and it's time for you to get off. Take that one and put it on the deck. Now, yellow jacket, put the thing on the deck.
Using the electric crane controller, raise the crane beam so that the crane straps are tight against the bottom of the boat. At the same time, make sure the straps are held, separated towards the bow and stern, one on either side of the keel. This is a time for the person on board the boat to climb the ladder back down to the ground. Continue lifting the boat up until it is clear of the trailer. Ensure that the boat is level. If the boat is not level, lower it to the trailer again, move the 2 straps forward or aft as necessary, and try again. As soon as the boat is raised high enough to clear the trailer, remove it from under the boat and then lower the boat down to 1 or 2 feet above the crane pad. Generally, the boat should be as low as possible for safety reasons. Using the 2 crane control lines and the 2 boat control lines, the 2 people, one at the bow and one at the stern, should slowly and carefully swing the boat around over the well. During this process, the yellow crane beam must remain parallel to the crane boom above it.
Yeah.
Once the boat is over the well, using the crane controller, lower it into the water until it is just floating. One person must then board the boat and check for leaks. If everything is okay, proceed to lower the crane beam further. Assuming there is no reason to bring the boat back out of the water, tie the boat off to the four corners of the well and get it ready for masting. The person on board the boat should hold the beam on the starboard side and drop the two straps on that side into the water.
Okay, now the crane boom.
The two people holding the two crane control lines should now pull the crane boom back over the crane pad and remove the crane straps and lay them out side by side to dry.